And we can proceed, Mayor Rushford.
Ouais, c'est bon. And I think we just lost Councillor.
No.
He's gone. But thank you. I'm sure he'll be back. So we know he's nearby. And so on that note, welcome everyone. It's August 31st. It feels like a sad day, although it's beautiful outside and summer's still on. So on that note, we move forward with the adoption of the agenda, Madam Clerk.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Council and Mayor. I require a mover and a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor Kelly and seconded by Councillor Lahi. That the draft agenda presented to Council for the special meeting and dated the 31st of August 2021 be hereby adopted as circulated.
All in favor? Carrie, thank you so much. Madam Clerk?
We do have an excuse from Deputy Mayor Trahan. He will not be available for this meeting.
We thank you so much for mentioning that. Yes, that's important. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Councillor Champagne, I believe you're there?
Oh.
No. Okay. On that note, any disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof? There being none, we move forward with our agenda item. Puis Monsieur Boucher, very nice to see you. On that note, we turn it over to you, Monsieur Trottier, Monsieur Boucher.
Thanks, Mayor Rochford. So we've got the special meeting today, primarily to discuss a tender that we released a couple weeks back, and that's for construction of pickleball courts as well as the resurfacing of a tennis court, both located in Corbeil. And it does, I'll just let Councillor Champagne in. These projects were budgeted in the 2021 capital budget, and it is in line with our funding application to ICIP CCR. So we received funding from the federal provincial governments, and we're contributing about 27% of the cost to creating a recreation hub here in the village of Corbeil. So I will pass it off to Antoine Boucher, who will take care of going through his report.
Merci. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Good afternoon, Madam Mayor and member of council. So we had the report that I believe you all have a copy of the report of the tender. There's two items: pickleball court, which is going to be a new court. So there's a full design, new construction of a new pickleball, and then the tennis is being refurbished. So we'll be basically tearing down the old asphalt and putting some additional gravel, new asphalt, and new fencing as well. So the tennis court will remain in its location, but will be rebuilt. The tendering was out submitted and in the Nugget on August 14th, the Saturday, and ready to pick up the following Monday, and it closed on the 26th. The tender was basically, we had 3 packages picked up and 2 tenders were submitted. The pricing, as you see below, there's a Pioneer Construction Inc. that had a submission of $280,197.45, including taxes, and a bid bond was also included. And Court Crafters Inc. Submitted their bid at $302,625 and 30. HSC was inclusive, and the bid bond also. Errors in emission was verified, no errors, no emissions. We required in this tender one specific requirement, which was that the contractor be certified tennis court builder. Court Crafter provided their certification and intended to complete the construction with themselves. Once we verified on the low bid, Pioneer Construction had retained a subcontractor that they were planning on using for the acrylic finished product. However, they're not able to retain that contractor to complete the entire construction. So therefore, the pre-qualification is not met in this case, and we would then recommend in this report to award the project to Court Crafters Inc. With the fact that they have full certification as a certified tennis court builder. Their pricing as well, just to clarify, their pricing as well is within our budget. So we did have a budgeted an item, so we are within our budget. And the schedule with this would be that they would start work on September 13th. So this is a completion this fall. And that's basically the report with the recommendation to award this tender to Court Crafters Inc.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boucher. Oui, Monsieur Champagne, Councillor Champagne.
You have spoken to the contractor and they responded that was a lower tender?
Yes, there was a cross verification and so forth. And they completely fully understand in this case that the intention was for a certified person to be there from A to Z. There's a certain level of complexity when it comes down to a tennis court. It's not exactly the same thing as building a road or a bridge, right? So there was a certain level of complexity, and they fully acknowledged and understand the fact that, you know, since they don't intend to have this person throughout the entire construction, that they don't meet the requirement of the tender. So they do understand that.
Okay.
C'est bon. Ben, c'est bon. Any other questions? There being none, then let's proceed then with the resolution of support.
Mover and a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor Champagne and seconded by Councillor Kelly. The Council of the Municipality of East Ferris accepts the recommendation from the municipal engineer contained in report number R 2021-08 and that tender EF 2021-06 for the reconstruction of a tennis court and the construction of a pickleball court in the amount of $302,625.30, including HST, be awarded to Court Crafters Inc.
All in favor? C'est bon. And Richard, I think you had raised your hand at the start. Okay, but carried. Wonderful. This is wonderful news because the old tennis court that's being refurbished is extremely dangerous for anyone that plays tennis. And so this is really great news for all tennis players. But I would say probably those that will be even more delighted are the pickleball players, because there will be 3 pickleball courts in Corbeil. So that's absolutely wonderful. So good work to all concerned. And merci, Monsieur Boucher. Oui, Monsieur Boucher, yes.
Just for your information, Madam Mayor and Member of Council, it's just to let you know that in this tender, we mentioned that the acrylic product, which is basically the color of the court, would be done next year. Simply because as we get towards the end of completion, the season's getting a little colder, so the full construction will be this year. But just remember that the acrylic color will be as soon as the weather permits, late spring, early summer next year.
Bon, okay. So bon, thank you so much. And with that, we will move forward then with our agenda, which is we're moving into an in-camera session. So Madam Clerk.
I require a mover and a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor Lougheed and seconded by Councillor Kelly. That this meeting proceeds to in-camera session at 3:09 p.m. under Section 239, Bracket 2, Bracket H of the Municipal Act 2001 in order to address a matter pertaining to information explicitly supplied in confidence to the municipality or local board by Canada, a province or territory, or a crown agency of any of them.
All in favor? C'est bon, carried. Thank you so much.